I'm beating up a giant gorilla as a robot. I'm not doing a very good job of it because he's defending. I'm a bit rusty, huh? You see what I did there? Rusty, because he's a robot. Oh, is this one of the buildings? Yes. Oh god, no! Oh! War of the Monsters! This is one of the delightful little strange PS2 exclusives that came into existence some time ago. I find the PS2 had quite a lot of weird little exclusives, which is one of the things I like about it. It may have brutally murdered my precious Dreamcast, but it's not without its pros as well. Yeah, War of the Monsters. It's a delightfully silly tribute to 50s B-movies, creature features, that sort of thing, featuring flagrant rip-offs of all your favourite rubber-suited monsters. It obviously is, in a lot of ways, basically a 3D remake of the classic Rampage, but War of the Monsters, I think, it just has so much more visceral joy to it. You can see here some of the... It gives you a little recap of the wondrous backstory and all the creatures. You can clearly see... There's a couple of vaguely original ones, but most of them are blatant rip-offs. But yeah, this is actually going to be an extra special recording too, because for the longest time on this channel I've wanted to have a complete Let's Play, a complete beginning-to-end Let's Play of an entire game, and I've never actually got around to that. But today, I think I'm going to marathon War of the Monsters, the entire story mode. I could just pick a monster and go for it. I cannot tell you how many hours I sank into this. There was a demo that came out back in the day, literally over 10 years ago. Dear God, where's my life gone? And I just sank so many hours into it. And I was like, oh, full game now. And I got it. And it was amazing. And I have a fun fact about the full game too. I appear to own some sort of review copy, because it's not just a regular copy of the game. I don't know how that came to happen, but it was the cheapest one on eBay, and I still have it to this day. There was a dragon just there. I'm actually probably going to be that robot you see there, Robo47, because he's always... This is not one of those games that is particularly balanced, I'd say, but it is just a lot of fun. One of the only downsides to it is there is no 4-player mode, only 2-player. And 2-player is great, but it's not the same when you have to fill out the roster with a couple of bots as well. It's just not the same, but I have at some point in history beaten this game on hard mode, but just because I kind of don't want you to be watching me for 5 hours playing this, I'm turning it to easy just because that'll save time. It's easier. It is a lot harder to be good at a game while you're talking about it, okay? Oh, you gotta love games that make you save every little change you make. But it's true, I so rarely hear anyone talking about War of the Monsters. And it was just such... This is an amazing game when you're drunk, I'd imagine. It really must be. Just... You'll see the destruction... The glorious, the amount of effort that clearly went into all the little destructive details. But we will be doing an adventure today. There's the classic just free-for-all and kill as many things as you can. I was pretty pro War of the Monsters back in the day, hence my beating it on hard mode, but today we're just going to cow it out for the sake of convenience. And you can see all the guys I have unlocked on this save. I don't appear to have unlocked the super secret ones at the end somehow. Yeah, you just unlock things by getting credits. It's pretty standard sort of beat-em-up game formula. I love that they even have their own fonts and everything. It's so cool. This is such a wonderful aesthetic, and they really went for it. Look at it, like Kineticlops. That's pretty memorable. I don't think that's based off anything that I'm aware of. Yeah. The only thing is, though, it's kind of like all of these are very similar. Well, I say they have all their gimmicks and stuff, but there's just a couple of them which are kind of lame to play as, functionally, and just by great systematic figuring out. I've played more of this in Soul Calibur and stuff, it's amazing. And of course you've got your obligatory multiple skins you can have and unlock. There's actually a super secret one for Magmo, I think, where his fourth skin is a reference to Twisted Metal, I believe. I'm pretty sure it's Magma. What's his name? Magmar? I don't know. Whatever. I can't read his silly font. But as much as we would like to play as the rock monster, I think I'm going to be Robo47. And you may be wondering, why don't you play as Godzilla? Well, she's not actually the best character, Toguro. I think Robo47 has been my boy for many years. So, without further ado, let us go smash things. That was more poetic when I thought of it in my head. This really could take like 3 hours. I make no excuses. This is only entertaining for 10 minutes and then the rest of it is boring. Whatever. Oh, each level has its own little cutscene. It really is your standard sort of fighting game template where you go through the levels and each of them have their characters, and there's only a couple of sneaky reskins. But gee, I wonder what this character is alluding to. Even these little cutscenes are so fun. Look at them. There's actually one level where you fight a bunch of these helicopter things and it's quite fun, so I was disappointed there wasn't like a separate mode where you have to fight them. It's just that one level pretty much. I don't like it, there's just a giant robot there for some reason, don't question it. Oh, he does like a come get some gesture. But this is it, this is War of the Monsters. I'm beating up a giant gorilla as a robot. I'm not doing a very good job of it because he's defending. I'm a bit rusty, huh? You see what I did there? Rusty because he's a robot. Oh, is this one of the buildings? Yes. Oh god, no! Oh! That's one of the buildings that falls over and can crush you. So, let's try and avoid that. You'll notice the music is very much in keeping with the atmosphere. I'm trying to remember how to do like the stompy attack. I'm forgetting. One of my specials is I have a little nuke I can fire at them. I just can't tell you how much. Just look, like you can squish the people as you walk on them. I always thought you should be able to get health. Oh, he uses special. He attacked me with his special and knocked me into the health pickup. Well done, well done. Good job, lad. But I'm trying to grab him. I can ram him. Hey. Ugh. Fine. Bugger off then. I'm trying to explain to the nice people how this game works and you keep beating me up. Just for that. Die. No. Come here. You can pick them up, abuse them, and then throw them. Oh, I was trying to throw them at that helicopter. You can actually grab the helicopters if you're really good. But, yeah, it's just so much fun. You climb all over buildings, you can smash them in very PS2 ways. Oh, wait. Was that? There was a, yes. The petrol trucks are one of your best friends, because... Oh, I missed. But they blow up and set them on fire, and that's very nice. And of course you have your special attacks as your close range and your long range. Oh, that helicopter got a bit close. One of the favourite troll tactics, I was trying to say, is to impale them, and then you can just make them your bitch afterwards. If it looks like I'm moving around strangely, that's because my controller occasionally does this thing where the left analog stick kind of cocks up, but it usually goes away. I've put a great deal of thought into this setup, you can tell. Oh, I think he dodged it. It's quite hard to get people to hit them with the buildings, but if you manage it, it's obviously a one-hit kill. The classic tactic, of course, is to impale them and then put them under a building. These generators have a one-shot zapping attack, and then you can throw them and it zaps them too. Oh, he might actually die. Yes, there's Conga down. I can't remember how many levels there is to this, but I'm going to find it. It's probably something like 12. Yeah, tokens and achievement are down. Honestly, I'm not sure I can be bothered to save the game. No. I thought it wasn't letting me save the game there. Come on. Okay, it's frozen or something. Or the monsters known to freeze. Yeah, actually, I'm quite worried what's going on now. This is such a great game. It just crashes after 2 minutes. Oh, you're not going to make me do this again, are you? Oh, you're not going to make me do this again. Okay, I'm going to have to see what the hell's going on, and then I'll just skip to the next level if I have to replay it. See you in a minute. Turns out my controller just kind of stopped working, so that's alright, I didn't have to replay it, but had to fiddle with the controller port for a bit. No doubt this is a good omen for the rest of the recording. Look forward to plenty more technical problems. Oh, look at the size of that guitar, and there's Lucky 38 in the background, wow. Oh, he just like, oh, she like Wolverined that helicopter. Togura is quite badass. There are so many little moves that don't even really serve much practical purpose, but are just fun. No, no, oh, I was trying to do my special on it. There's a pirate area. Ooh, pirates. Sail for adventure, bitch. I'll take you wherever the wind is blowing. Make a predictable joke about blowing, but that would be rude. Oh, yes, the big sphere thing which you can smash and then roll around on people and does very little damage, and my controller's still cocking up, god damn it. I'm sure a normal person would change the controller, but that would be giving up. Whoosh. You know what I wish there was? I wish there was a monster. They really could have done this. They could have made like a monster whose animations looked like stop motion. So there could be like a giant skeleton and he moved in stop motion. That would have been a Jason and the Argonauts reference. That would have been so good. More of the Monsters 2, please. You're like 10 years behind for War of the Monsters 2. Yeah, but every level has its special little breakable things with secret weapons, which aren't even necessarily very special, but they're just extra things to stab people with. Oh, yeah, just for that. Nuke 'em! Oh, there's a sword here. Smash the sword. I like all the little, the way that they all move and make different noises when they're moving around, you know. Even the crappy characters that aren't very practical to actually play as, they have a cool, you know, design to them. You know, this was a big budget production, pretty much. Well, they didn't cheap out. This was the golden age, of course, of the medium budget game, you know, a game that had a sizable budget so that they could actually accomplish something, but not so many people and so much money that, you know, the companies just wouldn't give them any creative control, and there's too many cooks spoil the broth syndrome. That's what tends to happen these days, and then they make a terrible PC port. If I already killed Togura, wow, that was even quicker than the last one. Oh, I'm gonna fight myself now. I've never figured out what he says there. It sounds like, "Come, my Barney," which sounds like some sort of euphemism. Yeah, well, let's play the beautiful game. Or roll the ball at you. No, you do the spinny, spin. I can't remember how to do the. I'm trying to do the short range. There we go. Ugh. I'm glad. For a second, I wasn't sure if that was me that used that or him. So I was like, "Oh, Grace, kill me." If I die on the second level of easy mode, I'll be. My 10-year-old self will be horrified, but... Oh god, I'm sure some people watching this are getting very nostalgic right now. You know who you are. I once lost, we had our own little tournaments of this, and I once lost a tournament. And I think to this day I've been trying to get revenge. I'm not sure I actually talk to the person anymore whose tournament I played with, but whatever. By tournament I mean, like, we played the game together. It's a tournament of sorts. Oh, boosh. It's just so much fun to bash them around, knock them into buildings. Wow. I'm pretty impressed at my speed and efficiency of taking these bastards out. Be even easier without the controller cock-ups. Oh, even the movie posters, look at them. Reminds me of Left 4 Dead. This was before Left 4 Dead, though. Yeah, I'm thinking now of Pacific Rim, which I've not actually seen because I've given up all hope of Hollywood ever redeeming itself for total remake and robo-copy. Also, giant ants. The Fallout comparisons just keep coming. These are like kind of mini boss guys before the main dude turns up. Whoa. Yeah, I remember. I was always annoyed that this was these ants are just a reskin of one of the insect person, lady thing. I like how they all have genders. Like, two of them are clearly referred to as women consistently. 2,000-ton women, yeah, baby. Smack that ant! Smack that ant! It's just so fun watching them fly. Hooray! A hint. Bish, bosh, boosh, boosh. Oh, you can pick up vehicles and, like, throw them. But no, not throw them. You can make them, like, shoot bullets, I think. It might actually not be these ones I'm thinking of. But you can still, like, smack them in the face with the helicopter is good, too. And there's the stun moves. Oh, trying to do the stun moves. There we go. Boosh. Gotta boosh de boosh. Oh no. Oh no, Handsome Jack is unleashing his bunker upon us. Now what's the practical benefit of making a robot roar? And now I'm wondering whether that's a reference to Ed 209, and I'm hoping it is. Oh, he throws balls at you. Look at the balls on this guy. Yes, the classic boss setup of he throws things at you which you then immediately throw back at him. So if he was just it wasn't such an idiot and throwing things at me, he'd be quite hard. Yep. Not much to say, I'm just throwing balls at a robot. I like his helicopter blades, that's seems impractical. Oh yeah, I remember, if you can try and throw this rock at him, it does extra damage. Oh, come on, big boy. Rocky Horror! Which missed. Now that I think about it, I'm not actually sure that works. Let's assume it does, and I'm not just an idiot. Although that's quite likely too. Barbie. Burn my Barbies! Send your suggestions as to what the hell he's trying to say to the comments. And it also has this really fun replay mode where it does like cinematic angles of your badass kills. And it has a tendency of showing really boring things happen. Like, there'll be a bit where you blow up some guy by flying over him and dropping a bomb on his face, but for some reason the action replay camera has focused on some guys very slowly getting into a van half a mile away. Oh well.